Everybody, it's Pavita with Conversai. We are starting a series of videos where we talk to people about their experiences in quarantine and hearing their stories and just anything that they want to share with us to help us get through this time. As you know, we're living in some really stressful times, and it's more important than ever now that we really connect with one another and share our stories and experiences and support one another. So this is the first of our video series, and I am here with my friend OJ, and I'm just gonna ask her a few questions about her quarantine experiences. So OJ, why don't you start by just telling us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where are you, what are you up to these days?
Right. Hi, I'm OJ. I'm 21 years old. I am currently in New Jersey trying to stay away from Corona. Um, and I work for Conversai. I'm an intern. I've enjoyed my time there immensely. And I hope that this interview series helps people get through this unprecedented time.
Yeah, thank you. So how have you been spending most of your days while in quarantine?
Well, I try and be productive. I read a lot. Um, I've been trying to kind of delve myself into more finance related topics because I want to take my GMAT soon and also apply to business school as well as law school.
I enjoy scholarly pursuits.
So I just try and learn as much as I can because, I don't think I'll ever get this opportunity again to dedicate this much time to something I actually want to do. So it's been pretty cool. Listen to a lot of music, watch some TV, exercise a lot actually. I try and run almost every day, or like at least there's some kind of activity for an hour and a half. So it's kind of nice to just have that.
Nice. What shows are you watching these days?
Um, so I just finished Elite on Netflix. I'm looking for new shows to watch. A friend recommended La Casa de Papel, which is Money Heist. So I do want to start watching that at one point. Um, there are a lot of shows on the list. So I have to start. I have to start so that I can choose something and just like watch.
I hear you. So this might be kind of a strange question, but what is your favorite thing about being in quarantine?
Well, I think it's the fact that we can all be productive without having this really aggressive social structure that we typically have in our everyday lives. Like, I don't think that you need to be everywhere to be able to kind of perform to your best human capital. Like, I think oftentimes, or maybe it's the way we've been brought up, the way we've been socialized as a society, we need to be busy at all times. And that kind of creates this illusion that we are at our productive best. But
Mhm.
I think slowly we're going to realize, especially I think our generation will realize that maybe our work schedule has been inefficient or like it's archaic, So it's been like an interesting kind of study looking at how people work from home and how that transition has been and how people are adjusting completely well. Like it's not that you're just, I mean, obviously you're inconvenienced, but like your productivity isn't slowing down or like, there's no huge drop in your work. Like that's been a very cool observation. So it's been like, I don't think I mind being in quarantine. Like obviously I mind not being outside, but like I don't think it's affected the way I do my work.
Yeah. What do you miss the most?
I mean, simple things, right? Like going to a restaurant with my friends or anything like that, like going outside
Yeah.
and not running away from old people when I see them. um that's the serious thing I do, by the way, like because they don't move here. I run on the streets and they just run in the middle of the street, and I'm just like, dude, like I will accidentally kill you and it'll be awful. Like so I try and just like, that's like not something I want to do. So
I feel you. Thanks for that, OJ. Thanks for not killing the old people.
I'm doing my best for society here. Just doing what I have to do.
Yeah. So if you had to choose one person to be stuck in quarantine with, who would it be?
Wow. I don't think I want to be stuck with one person. I would like for it to be like a rotational program because
Click, click.
I feel like I would definitely kill someone, like if I were with them for like a month straight or even 2 weeks straight. Like that's just not feasible. I think personal space is very important, and like I don't know. Trick question. I honestly can't even think of one person I'd like to spend all of my time with. That just sounds not great.
Fair enough. Fair enough. A good way to dodge the question, OJ.
Thank you. I tried.
So, as soon as this is all over, what is the first thing that you're going to do?
Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully, we get out when things are good for everyone and it's in the best interest of all of us, especially those who are immunocompromised, etc. But I don't know, I think I'll just like be outside. I don't even know how to I don't think there's any more nuance to that, right? Like just be around people, like physically be around people and just be outside. I literally cannot think of anything specific that I'd like to do.
Sure. And what would you say is the strangest or craziest thing that you've done during your time in isolation?
Well, strangest thing. I got into astrology because I got so bored this one night. I read up on things and I always found astrology really, really stupid. I mean, not stupid. It's just like, I mean, like, it's like a fun thing to just like read about. But like, not that, I would actually believe something because of a constellation or anything. But then, I just started reading and I now check my horoscope every day after that one eventful night a week and a half ago. So a solid 3 hours were spent just on astrology. And that was, I think, one of the stranger things I've done or will do. Who knows? We're going to be in quarantine for at least 2 more months. If something stranger turns up, I'll let you know.
Okay, so anything we should know about your birth chart?
Oh, well, I didn't look at my birth chart. All I can tell you is that I'm a Leo. So if that compels you in any way, and I guess like the typical Leo trait, there are a lot. You can read about it too. Now that you know, let me know what you think. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned during this whole experience?
I think just the fragility of like our ecosystem. Like, I mean, obviously this is not something that happens every year. And just realizing that there are so many social contracts that like hold our everyday life together when you can very much still exist without them. I think we all knew that, but this has been demonstrated with the fact that that is indeed true. Like, I think this is kind of a test also for like what relationships you value the most, what you're willing to invest in remotely when you don't see people, so it's just like this kind of very I don't know, it's kind of a very reflective time, and I've learned how to like kind of process things in a more neutral way simply because I'm removed from a lot of situations. So when I look at them from a distance, you're able to just be um more analytical and like a non-judgmental way of things, events, people, and like I don't know, it's been like nice to kind of do that, and hopefully it'd be nicer to take that forward when things come back to normal per se. So
Great. And any last words that you'd like to leave our viewers with?
just wash your hands, don't touch strangers, don't touch public things, don't go on planes, the typical stuff that everyone's been saying. Just keep your head up, and it'll be, if as long as we follow all the guidelines, we'll be out soon. So yeah.
Good advice. Thank you so much for your time, OJ. So as I mentioned, this is the first in a series of videos that we'll be doing. If you are interested in being featured, please contact us. Whatever your needs are, whatever your experiences are, we want to hear them. QuanTIME is here for you. So have a great day and enjoy your quarantine.